Good morning class, grade 12 entrepreneurship. Today we learn a very new concept. I'll be teaching you a few new terminologies. Please pay attention to the class. In case of doubts, ask immediately today itself. Right. So today we have seen in the previous class, we are talking about enterprise growth strategies. We are talking about growth, how growth will happen. So in that we have discussed that growth happens through franchise. See, first of all we started the session understanding that growth can be internal or external. Right. Then in external we saw that we have completed learning about franchise, types of franchise, the documentation related to franchise, the merits and demerits, etc. we have completed in the previous sessions. Now we are going to talk about the next kind of external expansion, that is called mergers and acquisitions. Now why do we need mergers and acquisition? I'll tell you, in a running business, the most fond of or most sort of source of external expansion is merger. Merger is the most preferred form of external expansion. Why? Because already when some company is existing in business and it has a potential to expand, a business that is running very successfully. Remember in grade 11 session I had explained to you that when a company grows very successfully, when his company is growing its market share, the competitor gives you two choices. Generally in the real life business, do or die, either merge with me or compete with me. So the entrepreneur can choose either of them. Either he can choose to continue in his own brand name and fight and face the competition, or he can give up and sell the business to the competitor. Generally the older company, the company that is well established, it tries to acquire the existing company because it is unable to stand the competition. Right. Now what is the benefit? If I internally expand, I have to start from the scrap. I have to buy new machinery. I have to deal with a lot of time, energy and effort because everything has to start afresh. But already banaya side business, already existing business is there, then it becomes more comfortable, more convenient for me. Right. So already existing business has a potential, with a potential to expand, which is already good in the market. When I am acquiring that company, it becomes an easy task for me. Right, it is like already the food is cooked, only I have to consume. Right, acquire the target in a line of business. You need not acquire the target or any business in the same production. You can acquire different like how HUL does. Different you can acquire, but wherever I want to expand, I will target only that business. Right, it is very less expensive when you compare it with internal expansion. When you compare it with internal expansion, this seems to be less expensive because it is existing business that you are trying to acquire. When we talk about the first one, merger is nothing but the literal meaning of merger is mixing up or bringing together, coming together, combination of two or more companies. Now how this combination can happen? This combination happens in two forms, students. One is called stock swap, another one is called cash payment to the target. When I say stock swap, that means I'm actually exchanging, I'm purchasing all the equity shares, the ownership shares or the preference shares. I'm basically focused on the capital structure of the company. So that is referred to as stock swap. And then comes the cash payment to the target. I purchase the company by paying a very good reasonable amount and acquiring the company. Right. Now merger acquiring companies, in a merger what happens is the acquiring company takes the assets and liabilities of the merged company. Whichever company is merging, whose company ka assets and liabilities it will take. Now in general what happens is, suppose A company and B company are merging and a new company comes into existence, C. That means A is dead, B is dead. Both the companies dissolve and new company is formed. This is the most common form of merger. I don't say this is the exact way in which merger happens. I am telling that the most common, that means company A and company B lose their identity. There is no more company A, there is no more company B, there is a new company called C company that will be continuing to do business. Right. So the C company is a newly formed company and A and B merge together. Merger can generally happen as amalgamation and absorption. What I just told you is the most common form, that is amalgamation. Amalgamation is a situation where two merging companies give birth to a new company and the existing company loses its identity. There is also a situation that A company is taking over B company, B dies, A remains. That means this kind of merger is referred to as absorption. This kind of merger is referred to as absorption. जैसे कि we can give example like Tata Salt's taking over Captain Cook. There is no more Captain Cook Salt. Tata Salt has swallowed it. Alright, so that is one kind of merger, that is referred to as absorption. Now there is one more thing, students. When merger happens, when the same merger happens within same size of business, the net worth of the business is same line of business, then you refer to such a merger as consolidation. The term that you will use for the same kind of business is referred to as consolidation. Clear? So let me do a quick recap. We were trying to discuss about the external expansion method. One is the merger, and why we have to do merger, because it is the most sought after method of doing external expansion. It involves acquiring an already existing business with an ability to produce, or the production capacity is still on. The target can be acquired in any line of business which is preferred by the acquiring company. It is very less expensive compared to external expansion. When we talk about merger is a combination of two or more companies. Such a combination can happen with either stock swap, or you can go with cash payment to the target. Then in merger, what happens is the acquiring company purchases or takes the assets and liabilities of the merged company, and thereby a new company is formed. So A and B is equal to C. That means A and B are dissolved. When we talk about mergers, there are two types. One is amalgamation, which I discussed now. Another one is absorption. Absorption is nothing but only one company loses the identity, the other company retains its identity and continues business in its name. When merger happens between the same category or same size business, then it is referred to as consolidation. Right? So this is a basic introduction related to mergers. Thank you and have a fantastic day.